The truth will set you free. The truth about your ex will set you free. Unfortunately, right now, the way you perceive your ex to be, this is not the truth. Now, I don't say that they're good or bad or whatever, but they're definitely not right for you because they're not here. They're gone. The relationship failed. Now, I want to help you understand the X files, who your ex really is. I'm going to help you guide you with 6 questions to find out the real truth about who your ex is. After this video, and make sure you watch the entire thing because question number 6 is the most important one. Go through the questions, and if after this video you still think that your ex is amazing and you want to get back together with them or whatever, I'm not going to say another word to you. And you can unsubscribe and leave the channel and go back together with your ex. But you will see after these questions, you'll just find the truth. Let's just see. All right? I'm Coach Goldman, your relationship and breakup coach. Question number 1. If someone told you you're a lot like your ex-partner, would that be a compliment to you or not? Think about it. This can be a yes or no question. Yes or no? Next, question number 2. Were you truly fulfilled or just less lonely? Were you truly fulfilled or just less lonely? I know that these questions are very penetrative. They go pierce through your soul. You feel them on a very deep level. When I say just less lonely, you probably nod your head and you said, I wasn't truly fulfilled. I was just less lonely. I don't want to feed answers to you. If you feel me and if this is how you feel, I want you to realize that I'm resonating with you. I know. And if it resonates with you, this is all you really need to know. But let's move on. Question number 3. Were you able to be unapologetically yourself? Have you felt the need to show up differently to please your ex? Were you able to be unapologetically yourself? And let me know in the comments below also the answers to these questions so others can see how we're all the same. How a breakup affects us all the same way. We're completely different people, completely different dynamic in a relationship, but these things still hold truth. So were you able to be unapologetically yourself? Probably not. Probably not. And you needed to show up differently to please them. To please your ex. And this is not a healthy way to live. This is not a healthy way to be in a relationship, first things first. And second, you were never liberated. You're contracted. You're confined. You're not who you are, who you were supposed to be. So consider. Question number 4. Were you in love with your partner for who they were as a whole, or you were only in love with their good side, their potential, or the idea of them? Did you fall in love with their potential or with them? Did you say to yourself things like, if they will change, they will be perfect. If they will change this or that, oh my God, that will be amazing. Then we can get along. If they didn't have this character trait or this huge flaw in their personality, they will be amazing. Well, guess what? They have it. And it's not what you want. I remember when even my ex, when she told me, and these questions come from personal experience and a lot of self-work. When I was 24, I was a nut job. I used to be very short-fused. I was a very angry man. I was angry with my life. I wasn't a happy person. So in my relationship, I remember that my ex told me before she broke up, and she said, if you were more patient, I would not leave you. I was very short-fused. I will get upset very quickly. And she said, if you were more patient, I would still be with you. And when she came, and by the way, she came back after she broke up with me, and she said, I hope that now you're different. People don't change that quickly. It took me about a decade to change. It took me a lot of time and a lot of work to change. So I want you to understand that. Don't fall in love with their potential. She was in love with my potential, and she told me, if you were just more patient, and I wasn't. I was a kid. What the fuck did I know about life? But now we're adults. It's different. We have a different type of responsibility. And as an adult, it's easier. By the way, as an adult, it's easier to change because of everything you already went through. People say, oh no, it's ingrained with my personality. But if you hit a point of pain, of a lot of pain, and you do a lot of the work on yourself, you are able to change. It takes a massive, I say that it's hard for people to change. People don't really change because not a lot of people feel the pain and take corrective actions to change. They feel the pain and they stay the same. That's just 99% of the population. This is why people keep perpetuating the same mistakes and getting to the same relationships just with different kind of people and have the same relationship dynamics. In order for you to change, so just to make it clear, in order for people to change, and I'm talking about you, for you to change, you need to feel immense amount of pain, and then you take corrective actions, massive corrective actions, and then you can change. The amount of people that actually can do that and pull this off are so few, and this is why most relationship fails. This is why not a lot of people watching this and knowing this, it's very confronting, it's very hard. It's easier to stay the same. It's easier to say they were the problem or they were the problem instead of taking responsibility, accountability, and say, I need to change. I'm a fuck up. It took me a lot of time to say I'm a fuck up. But once you are grown enough and you can admit that you fucked up, this is where you can start your personal development journey and make the necessary changes. But it takes time, it takes work, it takes emotional maturity, it takes a lot of pain. The pain is the motivator. This is why you're still watching this video, because you have a lot of pain and you want to know the truth about your ex. You want to set yourself free. And this is how you actually change. The pain is the motivator, is the fuel. So understand that your ex probably don't feel the same amount of pain. If they broke up with you, they don't feel the same amount of pain. They think you're the problem. And if you're the problem, they are not the problem. They don't need to fix anything. This is why they will not change. This is why you don't fall in love with the potential of a person. Because in a relationship, to change in a relationship is harder. Because in a relationship, more often than not, there is not this amount of pain and loneliness that can cause a person to actually make corrective adjustments and change. This is why couples therapy, more often than not, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. This is, by the way, this is statistics. It doesn't work. You need to work on you. Your partner need to work on themselves. And then you work together. You don't just go into couples counseling when their shit hits the fan. You first work on you. Then they work on them. And then you can actually do something about it together. But if you do the work on yourself correctly, they do the work on themselves correctly, you don't need couple counseling. You can just resolve things because you gained a lot of skills, they gained a lot of skills, and you bring it to the table. My opinion on it. Let's continue. Number 5. Would you like your child to date someone like your ex? I love these questions. Would you like your child to date someone like your ex? Ask yourself these very important questions. Now, last but not least, I would say probably the most important question here. Number 6. If you could travel back in time to the day you made the decision to get into this relationship with your ex, would you make the same decision based on what you know now? Based on what you know now. So let me just clarify this question for you if you didn't get it yet. Let's say that I can teleport you back in time to the day you met or to the day you said, I'm going to be with this person. Now, based on what you know now, the way that this relationship unfolded, who they are, their character traits, what you liked about them, what you didn't like about them, you already have the wisdom of who they are. Would you or wouldn't you go back and say, yes, I am in for this entire ride again? And I'm saying again because in your mind, you already went through it. You have the same amount of knowledge and wisdom that you gained. Would you go through it again or not? This question will help you understand, was that ride worth it or not? You know, when you go on a roller coaster again because the ride was thrilling and exciting and you loved it, or you don't go again because it was thrilling and exciting but very scary, and at the end you puked and you say, I just don't want to puke again. Remember, at the end of this relationship, you're hurt. And I bet you don't want to get hurt again. Thank you so much for watching. Sending you love and healing. I'll see you again in the next one. Ciao.